Hi gentlemen, page number 155. Question. Increasingly safety requirements in the nuclear industry have led to the use of highly qualified valves and pilot actuation systems. What are the essential requirements of the valve system installed in the primary coolant circuit of a pressurized water reactor? Answer. The valve system has to provide the operator controllable overpressure relief by manual relief valve actuation. It must ensure isolation or blocking of the relief line by manual or automatic actuation in the case of relief valve leaks or fails open. 3. The most important of all, it must guarantee a standalone automatic safety overpressure prevention function to prevent overstressing of the primary circuit component in the absence of operator intervention. Note the catastrophe of 3 Mile Island Unit 2 in 1979 was the outcome of the failure of the valve system to ensure overpressure protection of the primary coolant circuit of the unit's PWR, pressurized water reactor. Question. What is the basic difference in the design of safety valve of a conventional power plant and that of a pressurized water reactor electrically generated plant? Answer. In conventional power plants, it is essential that the safety valve opens at the correct pressure, whereas in PWR, pressurized water reactor power plants, the safety valve must open at the correct pressure or close at the correct pressure. Both are essential. Thus, the set points of the valves, lift pressure and blowdown must be reliable. Question. If the safety valve of a PWR fails to close at the correct pressure, what will happen? Answer. If the pressure falls below the saturation curve, then nuclear boiling may occur, resulting in a net loss of good heat transfer between nuclear fuel and the primary coolant water. Question. What are the extra strains that a safety valve installed in the primary circuit of a PWR unit has to bear? Answer. The safety valve means the primary circuit of PWR must sustain its good reliability in pressurance of a variety of discharge fluids, steam water mixture, water flow followed by steam followed by water. It will also have to take load of hydrogen used to absorb oxygen in the primary coolant fluid. Question. What if spring-loaded safety valves were installed in the primary circuit of PWR? Answer. The spring-loaded safety valve in the primary circuit of pressurized water reactor of TMI Unit 2 USA stuck up and invented disaster consequences in 1979. In France, the EDF Gravellians PWR lost pressure in its residential heat removal circuit when a spring-loaded safety valve vibrated and stuck open whilst discharging water. In 1980, a SLV at the Saint Laurent plant, France, vibrating and stuck closed during a water test. In real-time urgency, this could mean another disaster. This accident and similar other ingrains the truth of the SLVs are unfit in the primary circuit of PWR units. Question. What is the alternative? Introducing inducting POSRV into the circuit. Question. What is POSRV? It is pilot operated safety relief valve. It was invented as far back as 1965 by a French genius M. Francois Gemignani. Note, the POSRV was installed in French naval ships in 1968 to control boiler pressure during non-steady propeller loads, and in 1972 it was installed conventional power plants, in 1974 in US Navy ships, in 1975 in petrochemical and conventional power plants. From 1979 onwards, it got its way down to nuclear power plants to function as reliable standalone relief valve under critical conditions. So this is by French genius Francois Gemignani. So there is no Indian genius. Okay, the question, what is the basic operating principle of POSRV? Answer, the valve is medium operated means the main valve actuation force is derived from the system pressure. The arrangement is made by extending the area of the piston to the extent of 50% greater than the area of valve disc. Therefore, applying the same pressure to the piston and the disc results in the valve remaining closed. The action of the valve is bistable with a closed neutral transition. The main valve is either fully open or fully shut. As the system pressure rises, the pilot piston P compresses the spring S and the operating cam C moves downwards. This action closes the pilot valve R1 and isolates the main valve piston from the system pressure. If the system pressure rises still further, the pilot valve R2 opens and drains the fluid above the main piston, thus allowing the main valve to open. Reducing the system pressure causes R2 and R1 to go through the reverse procedure. First, R2 isolates the drain, then R1 reinstates the pressure to the main valve piston and the main valve closes. Therefore, the blowdown defines as the difference between the lift pressure and the reset pressure is controlled by the thickness of the operating cam C between R1 and R2. We can see in the picture the piston P and spring S and R1 filter capacity and cam C and R2. Solenoid operated cam we can see in the picture. Buffer tank also we can see. So as per the description, the main valve is either fully open or shut. As the steam pressure rises, the pilot piston P compresses the spring S. So the pressure buffer tank from the buffer tank, if the pressure is increases, the piston P is compresses the S spring. So when it compresses the S spring, the operating cam moves downwards. The operating cam C is moved downwards. Okay. After the moving downwards, this action closes the pilot valve R1. So R1 pilot valve closed. R1 isolates the main valve piston from the steam pressure. So it shut the steam pressure, main valve steam pressure. After that, rises still further, the pilot valve R2 opens and the drains. So if pressure rises, the R2 will open and drain the pressure. So this is the pilot system for single valve. So the next question, what significant advantages to these operational characteristics over the conventional SLV? Answer, the seating stress, the feature that minimizes the valve leakage, is a maximum at the system pressure immediately prior to lift. This allows peak free operation at system pressure up to 95% of the lift pressure. Second, the valve controlling mechanism is removed away from the region of transient flow and inherent instability to a stable sensing region in the pressure vessel to be protected. As a consequence, the damaging oscillation due to the discharge of incompressible fluid are inhibited. 3. The installation of a three-way solenoid valve or other the solenoid operated cam depicted in figure permits the valve to open remotely be electrical signal and thus provides a relief function. The next question, what is POSR tandem valve? Answer, it means two PO SRVs operating in series. The upstream valves in safety valve set at the system overpressure protection level. The second downstream valve is the redundant safety valve RSV. We can see the figure in next video. Thank you. Again the question, what is a POSR tandem valve? It means POSRV operating in series. The upstream valves is the safety valve set at the system overpressure protection level. The second downstream valve is redundant safety valve RSV. Thank you.